I already fucking rotated this shit. Maybe I should just start walking so that way I was getting kind of chilly just sitting there. But maybe I should just, walking around and stuff. Well, I got news for all of you. Isn't it so funny? And you know what? I just want to come out here and fucking say this because it's so hypocritical. I want to come out here and say it because I want to come out here and say it. You know why, man? Because it's so fucking hypocritical. I'm going to come out here and say it. The same fucking MAGA tards that were throwing that were always, fucking saying shit about fucking Cuomo, and a lot of them had a lot of reasons to say shit about Cuomo. Well, now these same assholes are now siding with this fucking idiot, just like they're siding with Eric Adams and they're siding with other fucking scumbags. It's like even fucking Sean, actual Justice Warrior, is even fucking doing that shit. Look, here's the thing. You can be great on some topics, but you can be dog shit on others, and that's kind of what he is. What's up, Laptus, dude? How you doing? I don't know, dude. I feel like I need to stream later because I feel like the streams get more like views and more attention at night for some reason. I don't know. They just do. Now, the reason I say flashing lights is because, I don't know, sometimes you might see fire trucks, you might see ambulances going by, sometimes, I don't know. Kind of like what I had earlier, so one of those situations. Yeah, I mean, who cares? Let them go fucking cry about it, because that's what they're going to do. Same assholes are now siding with the fucking corporate Democrats. The same fuckers that these pieces of shit were always so fucking against. No, I can't wait to see the look on their face. Everyone's throwing a fucking temper tantrum about fucking Mamdini. I'm going to fucking laugh my ass off about it when he wins, because I'm going to be like, oh my God, look at that, MAGA. Oh my God, MAGA's throwing a fucking temper tantrum. They're doing the exact same thing that they accuse everybody else of doing. Hey, but the liberals and their fucking woke politics and shit. Yeah, I understand that. I criticize that all the time because I think it's dog shit. I'm tired of everything about race, gender, this, that, and the other thing. Blah, 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 blah. But you assholes are doing the same thing. Why? Oh, because it's a Muslim. Muslims are like one of the few people that it's okay to be fucking bigots to. It's okay, being a fucking bigot to Muslims in America, that's in the fucking West, that's totally acceptable. No, it's not acceptable. Give me a fucking break. Cry about it, because if you're a fucking MAGA tard and you are from New York, guess what? New York City is about to not your governor. Well, imagine if he was governor of the whole New York state. That'd actually be fun. Work on the weekends. I work Thursday through Sunday. And Mamdini is a fucking socialist. He's a fucking communist. Cry about it. We need to tell some bigotry. That's another. Number two, it's of course because he's critical of the Zionist entity. And it doesn't matter what he says. He can be critical of Hamas and everything else while still being critical of fucking the Zionist entity. And I don't even agree with them on that, because Hamas it is a fucking Palestinian resistance group. They don't need to be criticized. They're a fucking legitimate, they're not a terrorist group. They are not terrorists. They are a legit resistance group. And you know what? You want to sit there and talk about, Hamas terrorists, Hamas terrorists, all that other fucking happy horse shit. Well, I got news for you. When you occupy someone else's fucking territory and you're stealing their fucking land, do you think that they're not going to respond with force and all that other shit? Do you not think that they're going to react and fucking take back their land that was basically stolen from the fucking British, stolen from the fucking English, and given to those assholes? So, you want to sit there and fucking bitch and moan and complain about that fucking shit? Well, I got news for you. That's not real history. Well, this is real history. The real history is the Zionist cocksuckers that are out there, like fucking Randy Fine, a big fucking fat motherfucker, big fat piece of shit. Looks like he eats about fucking 5 fucking cheeseburgers a fucking day. out there a big fucking fat piece of shit. I put America first in everything, right? I put America first, except when I don't, except when I have a fucking Zionist entity flag on the fucking side right over here. I put America first, and there's my Israeli flag over there. And meanwhile, I stuff my fucking fat fucking face with fucking 5 cheeseburgers in a fucking day. Look at me. So what he does every fucking time, because Randy finds a big fucking fat Zionist piece of shit, scumbag, murderer, butcher, war criminal, just like all of them are. And I hope Mamdini does. Oh my God, when Mamdini wins, I'm going to fucking think, oh my God, this is gonna be so great. Almost to like trigger the assholes. To trigger the assholes is gonna be like so fucking funny. But that's the thing, man. These assholes don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. It's you got these fucking retards who think that they know what they're fucking talking about, but they don't know what they're fucking talking about. That's the thing. It's always the situation where they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. How dare you call out the mainstream media? I'm going to throw a temper tantrum because I can't get my way. Exactly. What's up, Saber? Exactly. I throw a temper tantrum. I can't get my way. Mamdini's gonna be your governor. I keep saying governor. Is gonna be your mayor. Mayors control the cities. Governors control the states. Mamdini's gonna be your governor. Is gonna be your mayor, whether you like it or not. Mamdini's gonna be your mayor. Fucking cry about it. He's gonna govern for everybody. And I believe that he will. I hope he does a good job. But, I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch him. I'm not gonna say, yes, we can, just like they did with Obama. They shouted, yes, we can, voted for Barack Obama, nothing changed. So that's why I'm still a little skeptical, even when it comes to Mamdini. Okay? So we're going to do it like that. You're not going to say, oh, well, Obama will fix everything that Bush did. And then meanwhile, Obama does almost the same shit that Bush did. So you got to turn around and you got to actually think about the system and think about the fucking corrupt system and the corporate power and everything. And that our system has been corrupted by corporate power. That's the fucking fact of the situation. The fact of the situation is that we do live in a country that is corrupted by corporate power. That's the reason for the destruction of our manufacturing. Because they destroyed the regulations that checked corporate power. That's the reason why you don't have a public option for healthcare. That's the reason why you don't have tuition-free education. That's the reason why everything is fucking privatized and all the fucking free market shit. That's the reason why. That's the reason why public transit is a joke. That's the reason why all the situations is a mess and the reason why your infrastructure is absolute shit and why so many sections of the U.S. at this point. So that's the reason why. And that's the reason why corporate power is the biggest fucking enemy. Corporate power is the biggest enemy of progress and everything else. Because, nothing's being done about situations like about the climate or anything like that. I mean, what's being done about the climate? What's being done about the climate? I mean, the Bush administration just shredded Kyoto and Copenhagen. Loses all his benefits after cutting foods. Yep, exactly. But you want to know the most fucking hypocritical thing of all? There you got. And see, this is the reason why the Democrats are just as fucking bad. I mean, this is reason number like fucking 10 trillion as to why they're just as bad. But I'm here to tell you an even bigger reason why they're just as bad. Who do you think one of the biggest mismanagers in the entire country, who unfortunately is the governor of my state and is embarrassing our state to the face of New Hampshire, Maine, and other places, like they all think they're like Massachusetts' government has turned into a total joke, where it's just one party Democrat rule. There's no checks and balances. There's no rules or regulations. It's the same thing. The Democrats on Beacon Hill are no different. They rule by corporate power. You don't think that Beacon Hill, which is what Massachusetts government runs on. It's in an area of Boston called Beacon Hill. That's why they call the government of Massachusetts Beacon Hill. But one of the reasons is because, well, Maura Healey wants to come out there and she wants to talk about all fucking day long about, Trump and the fucking, food benefits and everything else, okay? Well, that's the problem. That's corporate power for you. The same thing I was fucking talking about. The same exact thing that I was fucking talking about. That it's fucking corporate power is the reason why so many fucking Americans rely on food stamps. Because it's the big corporations that are price gouging you at the grocery store, and the reason why so many people can't afford groceries, and that's the reason why they have to rely on fucking food benefits in order to feed themselves and feed their children and so forth. That's the reason behind unchecked, unfettered capitalism. That's what it fucking is. Yeah, I don't know why Nick Fuentes was on fucking Tucker. I have no idea. I think that's kind of stupid because Nick Fuentes is a fucking total hack and a grifter. I do not trust him. I don't care how many people out there think like fucking Nick Fuentes is so fucking great and whatnot, because he's not. Okay? Stop trying to sit here and think that like fucking Nick Fuentes, stop trying to sit here and think that Nick Fuentes is like this great guy and everything else. Yeah, he cares so much about the situation where it comes to like corporate power and whatnot and everything else. He wants to start fucking Nick Fuentes, blah, 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 blah. Talk about all that stuff, right? Well, here's the problem with that. Okay? Nick Fuentes talks shit about everybody. He's a fucking total bigot. Tucker Carlson lost me when he invited Nick Fuentes. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Tucker can be a mixed bag, honestly. It's like, dude, come on. Like, Nick Fuentes is a total fucking hack. 1 minute he could be on the right side of things. Oh my God, Israel is killing Palestinians and whatnot. Okay, then why do you turn around 2 seconds later and say, I don't want a black neighbor. I don't want to live in a black neighborhood. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not a racist for saying that. Oh, you're not a racist for saying you don't want to live next to black people? Oh, that's totally not racist. Because of the fact that they're black people, I don't want to live next door to them. That's not racism? Give me a fucking break. But it's black people that are committing all the crime. It's black people committing. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Get the fuck out of here. That's not even remotely true. Just because the fucking FBI says it, that doesn't make it true. Nick is trying to say he's the next Charlie Kirk. Get the fuck out of here. I'm talking about him, of course. Get the fuck out of here. That's not even remotely realistic. Bro, come on now. Come on now. Any of these fucking people up in here acting like, yeah, he's the next Charlie Kirk. Oh my God, yeah, he's the next Charlie Kirk. Yeah, my fucking ass cheeks. It's the situation that we're in. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like the fucking FBI statistics are completely fictitious. Just like the unemployment statistics are. Do you know that they put like 10,000 different people on the unemployment statistics to make the unemployment statistics go down by 2%? They added like members of the armed forces to the unemployment statistics so that way the unemployment statistics would look lower. You know that they do that, right? You know that they rig those fucking numbers. You know that they rig those numbers saying that black people commit more fucking crime. It's just bullshit. It's not even fucking remotely true. And look, here's the thing. Just because the FBI says it, does that make it true? Yes, I'm well aware of that. Yeah, it's like, does that make it true? Does that make it true that just because the FBI fucking says it, does that automatically make it true? No, that's a perfect example of why are you trusting what the government says? You know the FBI is run by the fucking government, right? Okay, so many of these libertarians that claim to not trust the government or anything else, but they'll trust the government when it comes to that stuff. That's the problem. You got people like that trust the government when it's convenient or inconvenient. They still go out there and trust the fucking government. You're still trusting the fucking government when you act like the FBI is right on the statistics. You know that they lie about shit too. So don't try to give me this bullshit that like the FBI doesn't fucking lie too. Or like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course they do. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that, oh yeah, no, the FBI's totally telling the truth. Like, totally, man. Like I'm Chloe. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example here. Like, oh, I believe what they tell me. It's like, my name is Chloe and I drive the short bus. You know, my name is Chloe and I drive the short bus right here. So I'm here to tell you that I believe everything that the government tells me. Like, I'm Chloe, this is the short bus that I drive. I drive this short bus over here. Sometimes I drive the short bus over there. I don't know where the short bus went at the moment. Oh, that's right, I lost the fucking keys to that. That's right. I can't find the keys to the short bus because I ride the short bus anyway. Oh, man. Like, oh, I can't ride the short bus, man. You ride the fucking short bus. What are you talking about? Yeah, Chloe up in here claiming to ride the fucking short bus. Yeah, I'm Chloe, and like, I totally believe what they're fucking saying. Like, fuck, man, I totally believe what they're saying. Fairly Odd Parents season 10 in a nutshell. Oh my god. No, that's more fucking Lincoln Loud on fucking Boomerang. Oh my god, bro. You want to talk about fucking ear rape? Oh. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, when I heard that little fucking annoying shit on that fucking, I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Oh. Never heard something so fucking pathetic in my life. Oh, well, at least one of those things. I know that's a broad statement. Oh yeah, I mean that is kind of true, man. It's like I'm Chloe, I drive the fucking short bus. I'm Chloe, I drive the fucking short bus. Yeah, she really drives the fucking short. Yeah, she drives the short. Yeah, she drives the short bus all the fucking way there. It's crazy. All right, so what comments have we been seeing up in here? If he's the next Charlie Kirk, I'm the next Putin. Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic, but that was a funny one. This is a nice little area to kind of be in. This is kind of like this. I don't know what this. I think this is like a fucking. I think this is like a. I don't know, dude. I think this is like a factory that's like open during the day, obviously. So I'm here walking around doing streams and shit. So obviously it's not gonna, affect anything. And also on the nights that I stream. Nice try, Domino's. You filmed. Bro, there's a fucking Domino's like right around the corner, I think. Bro, there's a fucking Domino's like right down the road from here. I'm not even kidding. Well, I mean, there's Domino's all over the fucking country. I don't understand what's so great about fucking Domino's. I don't think Domino's is that great. I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's okay, but some of these people act like, hey, Domino's is so great. I like to shove the Domino's breadsticks up my fucking ass. Ooh, it's so great. Ooh. It's like, okay, they're not that fucking great. Okay. Like, what? No, Mamdini, let me tell you. Mamdini has a big chance in winning. It's going to be great. And then it's like, it's going to be fucking great. It's going to be great when Mamdini wins. What's up, Sasori, a.k.a. Nick is up in the chat up in here. Yeah, guys, I want to apologize. I mean, well, okay, here's the thing about me. I'm not going to apologize for the stuff that I talk about in the streams because I just I know that sounds like a dickish thing to say, but I'm just the type where I show up and it's like, I'm sorry, I know that was a bit graphic, but I kind of warned for like a week at that point, but like a week prior, that shit was gonna be bad. All right, I mean, I'm just saying, I did warn ahead of time though. I kind of already did. I mean, sorry to, I know you guys are not like easily offended or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, it's just like, look, I do this to make sure I expose scumbags on this fucking channel. We expose scumbags at every turn. Scumbag YouTubers, scumbag politicians, scumbag government officials. Well, government officials, politicians, same fucking thing. We do that every step of the way. But I'm here to tell you that there's scumbags out there that exist. And it's unfucking believable that there's pieces of garbage out there that actually exist. And that's the reason why they need to be fucking, we need to expose it at every turn. And that's kind of the reason why I do put content warnings on my channel for a reason. I do put them on my channel for a reason, especially when it has graphic content. I do put that in to say, hey, this is what the show's going to contain. If I want one restaurant shut down forever like Golden Corral, it'd be Subway, name one person. Subway's fucking gross. Golden Corral is fucking gross. We have one in the White House. What, a scumbag piece of shit? Yeah, exactly. Well, in addition to the scumbag I was showing from Facebook and everything, it's the same thing. Bro, it's like I don't understand. Cause like obviously I ain't looking for this fucking shit. Literal shit. You don't see me getting up in here trying to fucking look around for like the fucking worst thing imaginable, right? Well, obviously I don't do that. I mean, I honestly feel like sometimes I'm on a fucking wild goose chase when it comes to some of this stuff. I feel like I'm on a fucking wild goose chase half the time trying to, like, when it comes to this shit. And I see this and I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's just like, why the fuck would that be in my recommended? Apologies to fuck up this kind of, yeah. Subway sandwiches are gross. They taste like cardboard. Fuck yeah. Subway is fucking gross. I would argue Subway hasn't been good in like fucking years. I remember way back when I fucking had Subway. Subway was just mediocre at fucking best. It wasn't anything fucking special. It wasn't anything good. It didn't feel like they put a lot of fucking effort into the fucking food they were making. I didn't feel that way. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I feel like that. I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, what is it with me? I don't understand how this fucking shit finds me. It's like Burger King no one likes anymore. No, fuck no. Who the fuck? Like I said, bro, that one time I was fucking driving all day at work one time. Like, well, this was actually last week, actually. One of our clients wanted to stop at fucking Burger King, and I was so hungry. I'm just like, because I was fucking starving that day. Like, I had to go grocery shopping. I had like no food in my fucking apartment, so I'm just like, all right, fuck it. All right, there's like nothing around in the area that we're in, so I'm just like, fuck it. All right, let's get Burger King. Let's get Burger King. You want Burger King, bro? Let's go get it, okay? So we end up getting it, and guess what? I end up having a fucking cheeseburger from there. And I remember, I don't even think it was that good, but it was the fact that I was so fucking hungry that day, or that night for that matter. It just tasted good in the fucking very moment. In that, when I was eating it, in that moment, I was just like, this tastes really fucking good. I mean, I know it's fucking dog shit on a fucking platter and whatnot, but honestly, in the fucking moment, it tasted good. So what am I sitting here for? And it was just good. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was good. I don't know what it was. Well, probably because I was so fucking hungry that day. Speaking of food shopping, I actually have to do that too tomorrow. I don't know, maybe I could talk about it in a separate video. I don't know. Wendy's, Applebee's, Bob Evans, Humble, Dairy Queen are the good ones. Yep, they are. All right, I'm gonna be a little quiet for a second because I'm going on a fucking busy ass street for a few minutes, and once I get over to a certain area where it's, hello, here I am. Yep, here's Corrado. Well, this is the exact reason why I can't stand the fucking Democrats either. Okay, I know. Okay, I said I was going to be quiet, and then here I am fucking blabbering my mouth back and forth again. I know. That's such a Zach the Ranting Guy thing to do, am I right? I say I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes, and all of a sudden, you know? I don't care. You're never going to shut me up. I don't know, dude. Usually, like this street over here is busy as fuck half the time. So I'm always like right now, for example. But once I turn onto this other street over that way, that's her. See, I swear to God, the later I stream, the more people I get up in here. It's like the polar opposite. It's like the polar opposite of what you'd expect. I swear to God, I get more people in my streams late at night versus if it's early in the day. If it's early in the day, I get like no people in there. The next box office bomb, Pop Demon, 100% mosquitoes in the underpants. Oh, good Lord. Oh my God. Dude, what the fuck? So I guess people want me to run for Massachusetts governor, I guess. Which is pretty fucking funny. I fucking hate it, Pop Demon Hunters. I never got the appeal of that shit, bro. So I saw my grandparents earlier, and I was telling my grandparents all about it, and then I said, yeah, if I was governor, I'd make sure that seniors don't pay a cent on their fucking pension. And my grandma was just like, oh, thank you, Zachary. You're like, oh my God. And she's like, you should run. Like, we need more young people in there. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. But as I was saying, my grandma was like thinking, well, you should run against Maura Hill. And then the funniest fucking thing, I'm in this Facebook group that is mass residents against Maura Hill or something. And I remember saying the same thing. Like one of the questions was, what would you do if you were governor? Could you do a better job than her? And I listed out all the things I would do. And I would list, hates a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, you talking about me? I know you're talking about me, bro. I didn't know Ohio's governor did that. What the fuck? Oh, well, okay. Okay, so what I'm saying is that my grandma thinks that, and then I listed all these different things. Oh, okay. I mean, I know I do hate a lot of things too, but I mean, I hate my fucking governor. She sucks. She's the worst in fucking history. And I said I'd list out all these different things. You know, I'd roll back the tax hikes. I would make the pipelines go through that Maura fucking Haley blocked. I would get affordable energy. I make sure seniors wouldn't have to pay 30 of the 33 taxes in a row. I would roll them back. I would do all this. I would do this, and this. I'd do executive order to bring money back to people in Massachusetts. And hundreds of people, every time I shit post about Maura Haley in that group, hundreds of people are like, I agree 100%. Yeah, this and that and everything else. And it's a nice feeling because it's like, got to get people to wake up and start realizing that we have to stand up and say no. Remember, who was the same ones that who spilled tea in the harbor over fucking tea? You know who did that? Boston did that, okay? Boston did that. 2025 was sucked. Yeah, in the fucking world it has. But in my personal life, it's been a pretty decent year for me, I will say. I mean, not perfect. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect year and whatnot. But I mean, I would say that. I would absolutely do that. And people are saying that. They're like, I'm like, oh my God, yeah. People saying that, oh, if I was Massachusetts governor, they would think, yeah, that would be great and everything else. Yeah, because I would. And I would do those things. And then I would replenish all the money, Subsea Media. See, this is what I mean. Well, I'm getting like so many people in here, or at least more people than earlier. Because of the orange bastard. Yeah, I know. Like I said, bro, I get way more people in here. The later at night, I get way more people. I don't know what it is. I tend to get way more people in these streams late at night. Yeah, Bostonians. Yeah, we were the ones that fucking did that. And meanwhile, we have a governor that pushed through the biggest tax increases in history, and we're not gonna fucking stand for that. The majority of people in the state are fucking not. I mean, the majority of people in the state, no matter what the fucking polls say, because, you know, the polls want to act like Maura Healey is so fucking popular, or she's standing up to Orange Man and everything else like that is fucking blah, blah, fucking blah. And, you know, of course, the media says that, but, oh, really, in all these groups that I'm in, and everywhere I go, nobody fucking likes this bitch. Whether it's here on the North Shore, the South Shore, Southern Mass, Western Mass, the North Central Territory, east of the 495 corridor, west of the 495 corridor, nobody likes this bitch. Not even people from fucking Boston even like her at this fucking point. So, you know, that's what it is. I hate the fucking U.S. government too. And, well, let me tell you something. I fucking hate it too. I fucking hate it too. It's disgusting. Like, there's nobody that's been worse than what fucking Trump has done. It's absolutely disgusting. He's just Biden part two. Well, yes, 100%. He's Biden 2.0 on fucking steroids and human growth hormones. 100 damn %. But you know what's so hypocritical? When you got the Democrats out there, which is why if you think the Democrats are the alternative to this fucking bullshit, you're not a serious person, and you can fucking stop talking right now, because you can say whatever the fuck you think about Democrats. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to take you seriously. If you think Democrats are better than this shit, if you think that you're not a serious person, and you're not a serious person worth a serious conversation. Just like if you think, oh, Maura Healey is standing up to Trump, she's so fucking great. Even though Maura Healey has mismanaged things just as bad as Trump has done, it's on the fucking state level. Trump's just on the fucking federal level mismanaging shit, so obviously it's more widespread, it impacts more. Oh, well, I really appreciate that. Of course, anytime. I'm always here, bro. I'm never going anywhere. I really appreciate it. All right, have a good night, dude. It's the fact that fucking Maura the moron is just as bad. And no, you're not going to sit there. Like I said, if you think Democrats are the alternative, if you think that they're any better than this bullshit, then you're an unserious person. You know why you're an unserious person? Because it's those assholes that have got us into this fucking predicament. Trump is a creation of the failure of the system. He's a symptom of the failure of the U.S. empire. That's what it is. That's what he is. It's so hard for Democrats to swallow because Democrats think that Democrats are God no matter what. But that's not fucking reality. That's not the way it fucking works. And I'm not going to sit there and fucking collar your fucking ball sack and try to tell you otherwise. Because that's not the fucking way it works. All right, now I'm on a more quieter street now. Now I can talk more about the shit that is important. Well, all this stuff is important, obviously. But here's the reality. Did you know that, well, you know that in this state, they want to sit there and bitch and moan, oh, it's about Trump with the fucking benefits and the blah, 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 you know, all this stuff and everything else. You know, they could have had a great argument. They could have done something way better. But let me explain this to you. As I probably told you the numbers before, right? Well, do you know that Maura Healey and her fucking failed, retarded ass administration that is fucking competent? I wouldn't trust Maura Healey to peel a fucking potato, never mind run a fucking state. Okay? But the reality of the situation is, like I said, I wouldn't trust that bitch to fucking peel a tomato or a potato, never mind run a fucking state. But this administration in this state, they want to talk about the SNAP benefits and how we're not going to have enough money because Orange Man did this. Okay. Well, did you know about the fact that Maura Healey raided $2.2 billion out of environmental trust funds so she could prop up her fucking windmills and her bullshit windmill policies and all the other dog shit? You know, she did that. You know that Maura Healey took money out of the Massachusetts Restoration Trust Fund and even took money out of the Massachusetts Bay Trust? That we could have done a lot of money. We could have done a lot of things with that money had they have not done that. But that's what that administration has done. But this administration has done that. So meanwhile, they want to use that to try to distract away from what fucking Trump has done. Distracting away and thinking it's all fucking Trump's fault. Well, guess what? Had you not raided the $2.2 billion out of environmental trust funds and money out of other funds, and you didn't take money out of the Massachusetts Bay Trust, you could have done a lot of things with that money had you not have done that. Oh, okay. You know that $2.2 billion that Maura Healey raided out of the fucking trust fund and poured into the general fund, and obviously was wasted in the general fund, you know that they could have taken at least some of that money, and they could have taken that money and they could have actually done a lot of things with that. But instead, this administration decides to raid the trust funds, and like these fucking trust funds have become a lack of trust funds. And this money is supposed to be a rainy day fund. It's supposed to be in a lockbox. Instead, Maura Healey picks the locks. She picks the locks out of the trust fund. It's become a lack of trust fund. And it's like it's like they're supposed to be in a lockbox. You pick the lock out of the lockbox. Like, how the fuck does that work? It doesn't make any sense. Because you want to sit here and do that, and then when the fucking money's not there, so you could actually counter the shit that Trump has done, the money's not there because you raided the fucking money out of the trust fund, this, that, and the other thing, and elsewhere. And then you wonder why there's no money in the general fund for this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the problem. Because these assholes want to sit there and fucking do that, and then when the money's not there, where the fuck do they think it's going to come from? You know, the money's not going to just come out of fucking thin air, all right? It's going to come out of somewhere. Oh, but then that's the other reason why that they fucking pushed through the biggest tax increases in history. That's the other reason. They fucking pushed through the biggest tax increases in history when you got situations where there's enough people that are suffering, that, you know, they're like, there's enough people, taxpayers are already suffering with Trump's bullshit, which of course, you know, like of course, the tariffs are fucking stupid. They're a regressive tax. But you know what else is regressive? Maura Healey's tax increases, 30 of her 33 tax increases are regressive that hurt people at the lowest end of the income scale. So the one who's squeezing the middle class is Maura Healey. That's the reason. She's the one who raised 30 regressive taxes that hurt people at the lowest end of the income scale. And then, of course, you know, Trump's tariffs just obviously makes things worse and not better. That's what I said. Fuck these parties. Neither one of them can make a right decision. But I'm supposed to sit here and think Maura Healey's some fucking saving grace when you take money out of environmental trust funds that you could have used to clean up the bay. You could have used it to clean up you know, you could have used that money to clean up the environment, you know, taking some of that money, giving it to the priority programs that people need, like food stamps and SNAP benefits and other things. But instead, you raid that money on stupid shit, probably for yourself, and then you wonder where the money goes. You wonder where the money goes, and then you're like, well, I don't know where the money went. Well, who do you think's responsible for that? And by the way, Maura Healey's mismanagement predates Trump. So you can't sit there and say that a lot of it, you know, it's like, I'm going to talk about Trump's record all day long, but this is really about your record. And I'm going to say it, and I will say it until the fucking cows come home, that if Maura Healey had not raided the $2.2 billion out of environmental trust funds, which could have been used, to fix the MBTA, could have been used to fix the trains, could have been used to fix a lot of different things, could have been used to provide priority programs that people need, and you could have used that to counter Trump's bullshit. But instead, you raid the trust fund, you pick the lock out of the lockbox, and then raid the trust fund, a lack thereof, and then you wonder where the money went. That's the problem. That's the problem with these idiots. That's the problem, dumbasses. You raid the fucking money, and then you wonder where the money went. And as I said, if you think Democrats are good, if you think they're the good guys, you can't be taken seriously. And this is the reason why Kamala deserved to fucking lose. And this is why Maura Healey needs to lose as well. Big time. Because we don't need another 4 more years like we had the past 3 years. Like, we can't afford it. There's no way we can fucking afford it. We'd be a bankrupt state before long. But I have a problem here. I think there's so many fucking vote blue no matter who idiots that are out there. And obviously, Trump's stupid shit is just alienating other moderate Republicans who could actually do good things and could actually get somewhere and be a counter to Maura Healey's bullshit. But here's the kicker. Trump is obviously going to make it harder for them, which again, if you act too fucking pro-Trump, which I hope that they don't, because if they do, that's just going to pave the way for Maura to get back into office. That's the problem. Imagine if Mamdini became the first Muslim president, deemed not only hatred of Islam, but also, Trump doing it except it's about Christianity. Well, that's the craziest part, bro. I swear, maybe I should come to this area more often. It's way more fucking quiet. Yeah, it's quiet until I show up. Yeah, it's just like my grandma saying that I should be governor. It's like my grandma saying I should be, and then all these people in the anti-Maura Healey group. I don't know. I wouldn't be either party. I would just be an independent, obviously. But I would do the exact opposite of everything Maura Healey has done. What she said before and what she has done is the complete opposite. I would go about things way different. It's quiet till Zach appeared. Yeah, I know. It's always quiet until I appear. Well, we need to go about things an entirely different way. Maura Healey raised 33 taxes in a row, increased spending by $8.8 billion, and smashed our economy, and cost us 5,350 businesses, and caused another 35,000 of unemployment. That's 35,000 more people that are unemployed compared to they were before Maura took office. In addition to that, we've also lost jobs in the forestry industry, which by the way, that's a big sector of Massachusetts' economy because, Massachusetts is a very wooded state. I don't know if you knew that or not, but Massachusetts is a very wooded state. Biggie says hi and fuck moron. Yeah, that's funny. Biggie should be governor. Maybe I should be. Oh. Well, that's what my mom said. My mom thinks it's. My mom thinks, oh, well, you hate Maura Healey as much as Trump. Well, that's good because you don't stand with either party. You're able to see through party lines. And it's like, yeah, that's true. My grandma thinks I should be governor. She's like, you should be. If you were, you'd be doing so much better and all this and that. Yeah, I would. A fucking dog's ass would be better than her. But I'm saying that I would run, I'd be a person that actually would care. Because my grandma is like, oh, but you actually care about people. Yeah, but that's the thing. Politicians don't care about people. That's the fucking reality. The reality of the situation is politicians don't fucking care about people. I'd go about everything differently than this administration. Oh, I would. You know that in New Hampshire recently, I'm actually going to, I might make a video about this at some point again soon. But Did you know that the Democrats in New Hampshire, one of them was actually a friend of fucking Maura Healey, fucking Joyce Craig, who you was palling around with fucking Maura Healey. That's what made Kelly run for New Hampshire governor, and she fucking won. And she's Maura Healey's biggest fucking arch nemesis, it's actually hilarious because she's like, we're not going to do what this governor has done or what they've done there and all this other stuff, which is fucking great. I don't fucking blame her. I don't blame Kelly in the slightest. I think Kelly's doing a very good job in New Hampshire. She's done the exact opposite in her state what these assholes have done here. Keeping the tax burden low, the local control and everything else. Like, oh my God, dude. This is what I mean, dude. This is why I swear to God, I think New Hampshire is the place for me, honestly. But I don't have all the money in the world to move all over again. I don't have all the money to move all over again. That's the thing. I don't have all the money in the world to like move and everything else like that. Diarrhea and a politician have in common. They both spew shit. That's funny. Nah, Corrado, I think you'd be good because you'd be better than fucking. What the fuck is the Texas governor's name? Oh yeah, Greg fucking asshole. Abbott the asshole. He's no fucking good. And then it's like you see fucking Gavin Newsom and those two going back and forth, and it's just like, neither one of you are fucking good. Newsom's a scumbag, and so are you. So are you, asshole Abbott. You're just as fucking bad as he is. Shut up. It's just like Maura Healey. Maura Healey is like fucking Gavin Newsom. She's like the fucking Newsom of the Middle East. Of the fucking Middle East. What am I talking about? She's like, Maura Healey is like the fucking Gavin Newsom of New England. That's what she fucking is. And then you got, oh yeah, well, like I said, you know my stance on that. And I'm gonna fucking say it in the next video I make. I don't know, dude. Well, if I ever did move to New Hampshire, I wouldn't want to move too far because my family and whatnot. That's the other thing that keeps me here. Family, friends, job, and everything else, but that's the thing. No worries. I mean, people in New Hampshire wouldn't have to worry about me bringing Democrat politics over there or nothing like that, okay? Because I'm not one of those people. I'm not fucking Democrat. I hate the Democrats. They're fucking shit. They're the exact opposite of the fucking what I would vote for. I'm not even that anyway. That's the difference. I'm not even that anyway. So they wouldn't have to worry about that. Well, the good news is most of my family lives in the northeastern part of the state, the North Shore, northeastern Mass, pretty far north in the state, which is near New Hampshire. So most of my family is in the northern part of the state, so none of them would be far away from me if I ever was over the border in New Hampshire. I probably would move to like maybe Plastow or Seabrook or something, or maybe Hampton or Hampton Falls or something, maybe somewhere like that, maybe, if that ever was the case. But I can't. It's not reality. I don't have all the money to move all fucking over again. I can't do that, You have to fucking deal with the, security deposit, first month's rent, security deposit, That's a lot of fucking money. That'll probably be like half of like what I fucking have to begin with. I will bring that up in my group and everything. I am going to bring that up in my group. I'm going to fucking say it. I'm going to say that. I'm going to fucking say it. I'm going to say that this is the reason. Well, everybody fucking knows it, but I'm going to say it too. I'm going to talk about the numbers. Because a lot of critics of Maura, they're great and everything else. I agree. But the numbers. But I've studied the numbers over a long period of time. Like, I've actually studied the numbers. I've studied the number of taxes that she raised, the regressive taxes, the fees, and everything. They're all fees. Taxes are fees. Fees are taxes. If you raise a fee, you're raising taxes. It's no fucking different. Stop trying to act like a fee is different. Just like, no different, a tariff is a fucking tax. MAGA, that's the thing. Taxes and tariffs are the same thing. Tariffs are also regressive taxes, just like 30 of Maura Healey's regressive taxes. They're just like 30 of Maura Healey's taxes are also regressive. They're no different than Trump's tariffs. 30 of the 33 taxes are regressive that hurt people at the lowest end of the income scale. That would also include tariffs. Tariffs are regressive taxes. You better watch out. Trump has probably raised about 30 tariffs. Probably already raised about 30 fucking tariffs. Who did that? I don't know I don't know who that is. Are you talking about Javier Milei, the fucking scumbag in Argentina? That's a CIA lackey that dump gave fucking $40 fucking million to. You talking about that? Well, it's kind of fucking obvious. It's kind of fucking obvious. 40 billion or something, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Yeah, did you also know this? Do you also know that Maura Healey has fucking killed jobs in the forestry industry as well? And the forestry industry is a big part of our economy. Because you know, Massachusetts is a very wooded state. The state is actually one of the most wooded states in the whole country. I think 60% of the state is wooded, actually. I mean, I think it's more of the northern and the west. I don't know. I think it's more in the northern and central part. But I think the further out west in the state you go, I think it gets more open more open land and more open expansion and shit. Yeah, I mean, we have 57,000 fewer forestry jobs now compared to where Maura Healey fucking took office. You know the number one cause of that, right? You know it's that fucking millionaire's tax. You know that the number one killer of jobs in this state at the moment is the fucking millionaire's tax. And you know what the craziest part of it is? That millionaire's tax is not even the worst of Maura Healey's taxes. That's the craziest part. Not some politician from Argentina, it's a YouTuber from YouTube discuss what he would do for president. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm one of these libertarians, no government, no this and that. Private healthcare, the private market should fucking do everything. The fucking private market should do everything. Blah, 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 blah. Right? One of that bullshit, right? I don't know, dude. Like I said, not the same thing as libertarianism today. Well, what do you mean? It's like what, like modern? Well, you mean it's like libertarianism before fucking Trump tardism took it over? Well, if so, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to it, but it wouldn't be my ideology. Wouldn't be my ideology, I know that much. Oh, so it's that before fucking Trump tardism took it over. Oh, go figure. Yeah, that's going to fucking negatively impact forestry job it already has and jobs in paper mills. You know, there's a lot of paper mills in this state as well. There's a lot of paper mills, especially in the northeastern part, especially up here on the, you know, in Essex County and whatnot, in northern Middlesex County and so on and so forth. There's a lot of forestry jobs and a lot of paper mills and like steam mills and other things like that. Okay, if you're gonna raise taxes on the wealthy, you gotta go fucking higher than $1 million. You can't say, we're gonna just tax any wealth over $1 million, because that is also a regressive tax. Because $1 million, as I've stated 1 million times, and I'm probably gonna say 1 million more times in the future, $1 million today is not $1 million 30, 40 years ago. So, when you're taxing any wealth over $1 million, that negatively impacts entrepreneurs and small job creators and retirees and other people. You know, that's another driver of bad shit and bad economic growth and, you know, everything else like that. That's another fucking problem of the lost businesses and lost jobs and everything else. That's another job killer in the state. The biggest job killer in the state is fucking Moron Healey. She kills jobs by the thousands. We're like fucking dead last in fucking job growth with Maura Healey in fucking office. Florida grew by 4.5%. This state grew by less than half of 1%. You know how ridiculous that is? Massachusetts, such a big economy in the fucking region and throughout the entire country, is dead last in job growth. So you know that it's a problem with the policies, not the other way around. Yeah, the problem is when you got a fucking government that fucking taxes people to death and pushes through the biggest local and state taxes in history, guess what people are going to do? People are just going to get up and leave. Yes, I hear you. But the reality of the situation is, you tax people, do you think people are just going to fucking stay and take that shit? No, they're not. Just like when you tax high earners and whatnot. $1 million is, like I said before, $1 million today is not $1 million 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It's not even a lot of money anymore. Again, it's one of those taxes that negatively impacts people at the lowest end of the income scale. It does. It's not a fair share tax. In fact, it's an unfair share tax. It's the total fucking opposite. If you're going to tax the rich, you gotta tax the billionaires and the fucking Amazons and the big box stores, not a fucking retiree that made $1 million because he sold his house or something. He sold his house in the northeastern part. He wants to go live in the southern part of the state in Dukes County or something like that, in a very rural county in southern Mass or something. Like, that's not the way it fucking works. Or some person that makes like fucking $30,000 a year. They win the lottery and all of a sudden they have to pay the fucking 4% surtax because Maura Healey wants them to. Give me a fucking break. Okay, that's the millionaire's tax that negatively impacts people. That's the fucking problem. That's why it's unfair. That's why I oppose it. Exactly. When you tax the wealthy, which, by the way, I actually support the concept of it. But when you tax wealth over $1 million, should a retiree that sells their house that's $1 million fucking dollars, should they have to pay a 4% surtax on their fucking? No. Okay, I'm fucking millionaire or a fucking billionaire or a near trillionaire. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's not that. The problem that I have is a millionaire tax. That's because being a millionaire ain't a lot of money. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to some of these progressives and whatnot. But okay, this is the reason why I stopped dealing with the fucking liberals and the modern day left and whatnot. Because it's just like, none of you people are serious when it comes to either one of these things. You know what else millionaire's tax also affects? That negatively would impact like a lot of the paper mills that are in the state. There's a lot of paper mills in the state, especially out in central and western Mass. And forestry jobs, like up here in the northern part of this state, where I'm at, which is a super wooded area and whatnot. Forestry jobs and everything else. Like, do you really think that, like, they're not going to get hit with that fucking surtax? It's not a fair tax. It's an unfair tax. Just like the other 32 taxes that Maura Healey pushed through at the lowest end of the income scale. Or 30 of them at least. Well, technically the other 3 are like estate tax and other shit like that. It's just so stupid, dude. Yeah, you have to be fucking careful with it. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, you have to be fucking reasonable in how you're doing it. Just say I'm going to slap fucking 4% on top of 5% and call it a day. No, that's not going to work. And then people say, oh, but there's more millionaires in Massachusetts than there's more now compared to where there were. Oh, really? I can point. Okay. I think you need to get out of Beacon Hill a little bit more. I think you need to get out of the office more. And look about the fact that there's about 30% of high earners in the state that we're thinking about relocating in the next year. The reality of the situation is, if you tax people more, they're just going to go to places with less taxes. That's the reality. That is a part of human nature. Saying that there's more rich people here now with more taxes and paying the taxes is not backed up by it's not backed up by statistics or backed up by human nature. Because human nature doesn't prove that. Human nature has always proven that people will relocate to less taxed places when you raise their fucking taxes. Just like, why do you think everybody is fucking running out of California? Why do you think? Because they tax you for everything except for fucking breathing. But I got a fucking problem. Maura Healey thinks that California is a great model. California, New York, and all these other fucking places that are absolutely ridiculous when it comes to the fucking taxes. Do you think that people are just gonna say, yeah, man, I don't mind paying more taxes, sure? No, that's not how it works. You tax high earners, they're just gonna get up and leave, and the people with the most amount of money that get up and leave, guess what ends up happening? The people with the least amount of money are gonna be the only ones left who are also going to get hit with your taxes and other shit. That's what happens. You gotta be responsible with your tax, policies. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the taxes that you want, but it's what you do with that money is the problem. What you do with that money is the fucking problem. If you tax the wealthy and you do it in a responsible way, then you wouldn't have this fucking problem. But in all honesty, this is also another part that's backed up by human nature. If you make more money, you inevitably have to pay more in taxes anyway. It doesn't matter if the tax rate is 5%, 8%, 9%, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is the reason why I don't even think we should even have a fucking income tax to begin with. Because everybody wants to say, oh, but what about the rich not paying their fucking taxes? Yeah, the reason why they don't is because of the income tax. I would argue if we didn't have the income tax and we went to having a consumption-based sales tax nationwide, guess what? The rich wouldn't evade paying taxes because they still got to buy and purchase things. That's why a sales tax is way more fair, way more reasonable. If you have a sales tax, you pay the same amount of money that you pay if you're buying this and buying that, no matter how much money you make. Just saying. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for some of my audience, but I don't care. I'm not here to pander to any section of the audience. I'm here to state the fucking facts. I'm here to state the facts. I don't care if it's contrary to your narrative. That doesn't fucking matter to me. That is irrelevant to me. I am here to speak on the matters, whether it's contrary to your narrative or if it's something you agree with 100% of the time. I'm here to tell you how it fucking is. I'm here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you how it is. And that's the fucking reality. I'm here to tell you that. That if you didn't have the income tax, you wouldn't have to worry about the rich never paying income taxes. The reason why they don't pay, and they should, either do it this way. Either don't have the income tax at all, or you only apply the income tax to people who make more than like $300,000 or more or something along those lines. Because there's no reason why a person like me making $30,000, $40,000 a year should have to pay a fucking cent in income tax. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Again, I do not care if that's contrary to your narrative. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is irrelevant to me. That I don't care if like, oh, well, you don't have to agree. Well, I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you how it is. I'm here to tell you how it is. Just like I'm here to tell you about every fucking thing else. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to fucking tell you how it is. And I'm actually very glad that Nick said that, because I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that I'm able to do that. Well, all you guys are my friends in here. Nick, Saber, all you guys. Corrado. You all are my homies. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are what makes this channel grow and matter. You guys are the reason why it's actually a thing. But, it's the fact that, well, I'm here to tell you how it fucking is on any of the situations. Nah, no worries. I know, you're probably still here, but you were listening to my fucking rantings and whatnot, I'm sure. I know, you're making dinner while you're listening to one of Zach's fucking rantings. Good thing you weren't making dinner when you were listening to that fucking segment I did last night. Because my hair is so fucking long, I always get fucking hair in my mouth. Ugh. Every single time, I always get fucking hair. I always get fucking hair in my mouth and shit. Well, look, like I said, man, I'm here to tell it like it is. On anything. Yeah, there's some sectors of this audience that think that, but oh yeah, I remember. What do you remember? Sorry, brain. Sometimes the brain can't. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, dude, sometimes I feel like I'm on a fucking wild goose chase when it comes to some of this stuff. Like, I swear to God, I feel like the fucking bullshit finds me. Like, how does that fucking find me? I don't understand that. Like, how does that fucking find me? It's just because it's such fucking stupid shit. What, because I like fucking animal videos at one point? Yeah, I didn't fucking like anything that had to do with any of that. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, obviously it didn't fucking have anything to do with that. Because obviously I'm looking at like videos of like dogs playing or running through a fucking park or something. Huh, which ironically, I'm actually near a dog park right now. Funny enough, ironic. Well, like I've said a million times before, you know it's fucking bad when I have to censor something on this channel. You know it's fucking bad. When Zach the ranting guy has to censor something on his channel, you know it's because it's fucking bad. No, that's because it's like a threat to public safety. Because the average person would find it distressful and disgusting. Therefore, it is well, number one, it probably would be 100% mandatory. Given how fucking YouTube will take down fucking everything else, chances are, I think that would have to be for indecency and whatnot. So the fact that YouTube fucking censors everything, chances are I'd have to do that. But the fact of the matter is, if I fucking say everything else, I don't censor anything else, but I have to censor, that's because it's that bad, okay? Just let that sink in. Like I said, I still stand by that position. If you post obscenity like that in a way that threatens public safety or harms public safety or something that would cause outrage or disgust in a reasonable adult, you should be arrested and prosecuted, and you should end up with a big fine. Or if you continue to do it, you should end up in jail or prison for a long period of time. If you end up doing that, yes, you would. I don't understand how that fucking found me. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, but like I said, I have a blur app that I'm able to blur fucking shit out, literally. That's one of the rare things on this channel that would have to get fucking blurred because I am not going to sacrifice public safety and someone in distress or something like that. No, it's not fucking worth it. And then, of course, you got me fucking seeing this shit and then seeing about fucking 10,000 different other things. I swear to God, bro, it's like a fucking wild goose chase. I swear to God, it's like when it comes to this fucking shit, you see so much stupid shit out there that fucking comes my way for some reason. It feels like it comes my way because it's like I'm a fucking creator on here, and it's like they want me to fucking like bring it up or talk about it for some reason. It's like, oh, we're gonna push the most disgusting shit imaginable. Zach the ranting guy ought to fucking show that, right? We'll have to fucking show that, content warning, and fucking everything else. Oh, God. No, it's fucking disgusting. They're a fucking lowlife, and they should be fucking prosecuted. They should be fucking prosecuted, and they should end up getting a big fine or end up behind bars for a long period of time. This fucking shit just literally just comes out of fucking thin air, all right? I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. It's fucking coming out of somewhere. I honestly feel like, I swear to God, I feel like I'm in a fucking virtual wild goose chase. Well, I don't know, like, have you ever felt that way before? You just feel like you're on a fucking virtual wild goose chase? Because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm on a fucking virtual wild goose chase, running around and having all this shit fucking running around, coming up into my fucking territory, saying, hey, saying, hey, you know what? Here, Zach the ranching guy. Here you go. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck is this? You're a bunch of lowlives. Like I said, man, it's a fucking virtual wild goose chase, and I don't know how the fuck it even happens, but I don't know, man. It fucking finds me somehow. The fact that like, it's like the stupidest shit that comes up, the fucking worst shit imaginable coming up on your fucking recommended or something. Like, it's so ridiculous. From people that are just a bunch of fucking lowlives that post that thinking they're fucking funny. When it's distasteful and fucking disgusting. And if you do that, like I said, you should be fucking prosecuted, and I stand by that position. Did you honestly think, like I said before, you wouldn't get away with that over in China, Vietnam, the DPRK, and other places? I'll tell you that right now. Nor should you. You shouldn't, and you shouldn't, because you won't, and nor should you. And I stand by that position, and I will forever say that. Good Lord. Fucking Christ, dude. I don't know, dude. Fucking humanity is just so fucked at this point. Humanity is just so fucked at this point. Like humanity is just on a fucking wild goose chase. But it's up to me to talk about the fucking wild goose chase that's out there. Oh, leave it to me. It is like a wild goose chase. It's like I have to fucking chase after it and go here, and figure out what the fuck is going on. That's the craziest part. That's the craziest part of what I have to fucking do on this of what I do on this channel nowadays. Common sense is not common nowadays. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so you guys got other questions for me? Keeping it going, keeping the chat going and whatnot. I don't know if Kratos still cooking. I don't know, dude. I would do Zachary cooking show. Someday I will, again. Still here? Yep, you're still here, but I'm making a sandwich now. Oh, you're making a sandwich? A sandwich? This is a nice lit up area, am I right? Like I said, man, it feels like I'm on a fucking wild goose chase, virtually. When this fucking shit comes my way, I feel like it's like, I do. I don't know. Does that sound weird or not? But then again, who am I to say anything being fucking weird? I mean, I get it, man. I'm a weird-ass motherfucker as it is. That's why you guys still watch me. That's why you guys still watch me. I mean, that's why you guys watch me. I mean, if I wasn't a weird-ass motherfucker, I'd be some boring-ass fucking mellow-toned person. You guys would be like, boring. But no. I'm on a fucking virtual wild goose chase, and I sacrifice my own mental health just to entertain you guys. Oh, I do. Not only do I entertain you guys, but I also fucking tell the truth. Even if it's the hard truth. Even if it's about the most nasty shit imaginable. Like I said, man, at least I got that Blur app. I feel like I'm my own censor, but not necessarily. I mean, in a way, yes, and in a way, no. That's the only thing I believe in censoring. I mean, anything else. Everything else is anything goes. When it comes to anything else, any other words, anything else, everything else on this channel is fucking... Everything else is everything goes. I look like a fucking mental patient right here. I'm like sitting here fucking ranting about this right in front of the camera. And I'm out here in a fucking semi-open area and I look like I'm a fucking mental patient. But that's the thing, man. I know that I'm fucking crazy. I know that I am. Mental health worker would sometimes sell his own soul to lose his mental health sometimes. You said it. You said it. That's my guy. You said it. Yes, I do. Mental health worker who's also a tabloid talk show YouTuber that's also political and sells his own soul, sells his own fucking mental health just to entertain you guys. Yep, that's what I do. No, it is necessary to censor that. Well, let's see. I could either have it uncensored, I could either have the sight of that uncensored and cause disgust and distress and harming public safety or something, and potentially get my whole fucking channel taken down. Not just that, but also fucking harm public safety. Or I could use the Blur app and take necessary precautions and also fucking, do that. But I think I'm gonna do the latter, thank you very much. But luckily, I don't have to do that often, because that type of stuff is generally rare. So you don't have to worry about, hearing those topics that often, but they will come up every now and again, obviously, because anything's gonna come up. Like I said, dude, when it comes to anything else, anything goes. Anything goes on this channel. Just saying. Now, I'm not gonna do that all the time because, this channel's all about fucking shock value. Well, I mean, I'm gonna talk about the stuff that's out there. I'm gonna talk about the stuff that's out there, and I'm gonna be fucking honest about it. But I'm not gonna show certain things uncensored, and excrement is one of them. Excrement, vomit, urine, feces, vomit, any of that stuff, that gets... You couldn't show that on a network. You couldn't show that on a network. There's no way. No way you couldn't. It's indecency. It's obscenity. And I uphold indecency and obscenity laws. Yeah, but meanwhile, every other word out of my mouth is fuck, shit, piss, cunt, fucking blah, blah, blah. Everything else, douchebag, motherfucker, prick, cunt, everything else. Everything else. Everything else, dog. I'm on spectrum, but I'm a high functioning, okay? Sometimes I do say stuff that I've already said probably 1,000 times before. Forgive me. I know you guys got the patience. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I think I've made that position clear. Now, anyway, we're going to move on. So, it is. It's a wild goose chase. It's a virtual wild goose chase on this channel. And that's just what happens. This is a virtual wild goose chase, and I sacrifice my own mind and my own mental health just to entertain you guys and tell you guys what really is going on. Because that's what I do, and that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, it's a bit windy. All right, I should be walking back to my car and probably put it on the charger. Probably should put it on the charger. Does anybody have the time? Because I can't necessarily look. Because I can't really look right now. Because obviously it's going to fuck up and do stupid shit. Okay, obviously I'm not trying to dwell on anything or dwell on the past or nothing. But I do got to admit, Nick's meme reaction to that, to that abhorrent topic that obviously had to be blurred and whatnot for obvious reasons, but the reaction was exactly my reaction when I first saw it. You do not want to see the uncensored. You do not want to see it. You do not. And I don't think you ever will. I am never going to look at that again. Well, not that I ever would. And if it ever did, I'd be like, bye, Felicia. But I'm just saying that Nick's virtual reaction was my exact reaction. Well, I've got a strong stomach. But yeah, I'm very glad. And it feels nice, that it feels nice that I'm able to do that because I'm here for my friends, I'm here for my homies, and I'm always going to be here for my fans and for my homies. I'm always going to be here for everybody. Because that will always be the case, and you can count on me for that. All right, so does anyone have the time, if anybody's in here at the moment? Because I can't really look, because if I do, it's going to lag the stream and shit. The stream will end up fucking lagging, and it's going to be annoying, and I don't feel like doing another fucking part of this. So I went through a week without any internet problems, at least for now. Hopefully it stays that way. I hope. At least I hope. Still making a sandwich. You've been making that sandwich for quite a long time now. Must be good. It must be a good sandwich that you're making. I don't know what kind of sandwich you're making. I don't know. You've been on that sandwich for quite a while now. Just saying. Must be good. It's one of those oven sandwiches that you gotta make. It's one of those Is it like one of them oven sandwiches you're gonna make or something? I don't know. And also, I kind of like doing the night streams walk because I also get a lot of exercise. I'm just slow at the moment. That's all. Ow. Okay. No worries. I don't know. It was just a curiosity question. I don't know. You guys, I mean, I ask questions and you guys ask questions. I'll ask you guys questions. We'll ask questions as we go along, you know. I asked the fucking... Oh, those are cool Halloween decorations. Hey, is that a bunny? Bunny! Oh, I think it is. Oh, it is. Look who it is. It's a bunny. Bunny! Oh, look how cute he is. He's adorable. Max got legs. I mean, you guys have seen me get up. I mean, me, I fucking drink water like an elephant, so obviously I have to take a piss every fucking stream and whatnot, at least a couple times anyway. So, I mean, you guys have seen the fact that I do got legs. I'm not just glued to my chair. I mean, I do got legs. But because I drink like an elephant, I have to piss all the fucking time. So, of course you would fucking see the fact that I got legs. Vietnam and Laos are great. I love those countries. You know what I love, man? You know what countries I like? I love authoritative countries that are clean, prosperous, have a good quality of life, and it has the rule of law and keeps fucking shit in line. That's why I love Singapore as well. I would love to live there. They also have subsidized housing, public housing and everything, so that'd be cool. Be nice too, tropical climate. Vietnam as well would be pretty nice. DPRK would be nice too, for that matter. Quiet, clean, free housing. Government rewards strong supporters by letting them live there. DPRK is fucking awesome, bro. Oh yeah, also the fact that DPRK doesn't allow a bunch of fucking retards going on and showing the decay of fucking society, like posting that shit. Yeah, DPRK would be locking your ass up for that, as they should. Yeah, if you think I'm joking about my love of the DPRK, I think I've proven over and over and over again that I actually do support them. I think I've proven that. How many times at this point? China, too, actually. I don't know. I do. I love China. I love Chinese food. So I would. All right, Nick, have a good night. Thanks for being here. I'll be back on Monday with my next episode. Have a good one. I'll probably go a little bit longer. I'm right at the 83-minute mark. This kind of went by pretty quick. I'm surprised. Friend of mine who was kind of my crush was Vietnamese. Ow, that's nice. Vietnam's a cool place. Zach loves government control. Oh, yeah. No, I really don't. I just like the fact that I like strict laws that keep fucking people in line. I like that shit. Laws against fucking shit that keeps people in fucking line. That's the reason why in Libya, when Gaddafi was in office, or when Saddam was in fucking office, or when Assad was in office, they kept the fucking people in line. Oh, say what you will. Oh, they're dictators or whatever. Yeah, so what? So what if they were? Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? They fucking kept the peace and kept stability, and they kept the fucking people in line. And that was a good thing. They also kept stability in the region. That's a good thing. Just like the DPRK keeps peace and stability. Now they say, oh, there's North Korea and their fucking ships that are out there threatening people. No, the only one that's threatening them is the U.S. empire and its fucking lackeys in the fucking region, like fucking the ROK, like South Korea, which is the fucking fake Korea, and Japan, which is another fucking fake state, a fucking vassal state of the U.S. empire. So, hey, fuck that shit. They're the only ones that are threatening the DPRK, not the other way around. I love the DPRK. Might be my favorite country, honestly. I don't know, it might be in the top 5 at least. Kim is awesome. Kim is awesome. Kim is fucking awesome, bro. Kim keeps shit in fucking line. I love all the Kims. Kim Il-sung was the one who founded the DPRK and founded Juche, and Juche is about independence, bro. Juche is about independence. Juche is about real independence and is about, you know, modern society and good quality of life. That's what Juche is. Juche is about independence, not about big fucking Western nations interfering in their fucking affairs. That's what Juche is. I studied Juche. I know what Juche is. Juche is about the independence of Korea, and it belongs to them. The DPRK is the real Korea. It fucking is. And if you think I'm joking right now, I'm being fucking serious, because it is. It's the real Korea. There's only one Korea that I recognize, or at least most of us anti-imperialists recognize. DPRK is the only real Korea, and I don't care what anybody fucking says. I love the Kims. Kim Il-sung was good. His dad liked a lot of movies and shit. But everyone's like, oh, but he collected movies. He didn't let his people watch it. Blah, 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 blah. Really? How do you know that? Yeah. They don't allow anybody to watch anything else. Yeah, okay. No, they got strict media controls. So what? Oh, liberal democracy. I don't believe in liberal democracy. Go fuck yourself. I don't believe in I don't believe in that shit because that's fucking Western chauvinistic bullshit. I don't fucking believe in that stuff. I don't fucking believe in that stuff. I don't fucking believe in so-called liberal democracy. I don't fucking believe in that shit, so it doesn't matter anyway. You people, some of you, not you guys, obviously, but some of, the fucking Mr. fucking Nazi Penguin and the other retards. All the other retards, the fucking critics. The critics act like, but you don't believe in democracy, you don't believe in blah, 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 blah. There's no country that's more democratic or more free than the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And I'm here to tell you that that's the fucking case. Okay? And I'm here to speak it, and I'm here to fucking say it. China is all of them. Prosperity for their people. Free education, free healthcare. Okay, you want to know what's really fucking fascist? You want to know what's really authoritarian? Housing prices, rents, everything that is fucking unaffordable, not having access to basic healthcare, and people going fucking broke and bankrupt and starving to death. Okay, like the fucking asshole with the SNAP benefits and fucking systematically starving people to death in this fucking country. That's the real fucking dictatorship. That's the real fucking fascism. Not the DPRK's fucking prosperity and, freedom for the people and free stuff for the, free healthcare and free housing for the people. That's liberty, if you ask me. That's prosperity. And I sincerely mean that, and I stand by that position. Yeah, you a fan of North Korea? Yep, I am. You bet your ass I am. I'm a fan of any country that the U.S. empire is against. You bet your ass I am. I'm against any country against the U.S. empire. You know it. It's just like when fucking retarded ass Piers Morgan was like, you're very trusting, Professor Sachs. Russia, China, are you a fan of North Korea? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm also a fan of Turkmenistan too. How about that one? The Burta Muhammadas, I'm a fan of them too. You fucking cry about it. Oh, Turkmenistan is fucking beautiful, dude. Oh, I would love to go there. My hair is so fucking long, dog. Alright, good thing I'm close to my car at this point. Still there, Corrado? Still making your sandwich? You sitting there fucking listening to me talking about the greatness of the DPRK in China and so forth? You still sitting there? That's extreme. That's a... Okay, what's extreme? What's so extreme about what I said? I'll try to go until at least the 2-hour mark. At least until the 1:20 mark. Turned out to be a good stream. Got a lot of people up in here. Like I said, I swear to God, I get more people in here the later I stream. I think the peak of the stream tends to be between like 7 and 10 o'clock or 10:30. Because even at 11 p.m., I think it's got to be past 11. Well, it's got to be like 11, 11:30, maybe 12. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is. Can somebody in here give me the time? Because I don't even know what time it is. Well, I guess I could look when I get back to my car. Getting hungry again. Corrado's still making a sandwich, I bet. Or maybe he's eating the sandwich, I don't know. I don't know. China's pretty cool. Well, China, because I love Chinese food, actually. Okay, admittedly, I do love Chinese food in this country, too. And then, I do love, okay, I know this isn't authentic Chinese food and whatnot, but one of my favorite things to eat when I go to Chinese restaurants? I fucking love crab rangoon. I could eat 2 fucking pounds of that shit. Bro, I could go through fucking 2 pounds of crab rangoon. Not gonna lie. I know that's not authentic Chinese food and shit, but oh my God, dude. Fucking crab rangoon is so fucking good. My other favorite cuisine, I love Mexican food. I think Mexican food, yeah, I love Mexican food. I'm also a big fan of Mexico, too. Mexico's a really nice country. I love their current leader there currently. I also love one of their former leaders, too. The man who trolled Trump more than anybody, Vicente Fox. Oh, he was fucking awesome. He was so funny. I'm not gonna pay for that fucking wall. And oh my God, was he hilarious. Oh, he triggered the fuck out of fucking MAGA tards like no tomorrow. That was funny as fuck. I don't know. I don't know how fucking true that is. I don't know how true fucking... Just sit there and say that. To sit there and say that fucking 21st Century Wire is quote-unquote right-wing or whatever. Well, if they're right-wing, then I'm on the same spectrum as they are. Because 21st Century Wire is probably one of my favorite news outlets. So if they're right-wing, then I'm I would probably lean towards what they are, probably. I don't know. It's 21st century. I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's a lot of people on the right that defend the DPRK too. I know that. They say there's quote unquote far right people that defend the fucking DPRK. Well, because what? Like people at the fucking DPRK. I don't know, dude. I think I do admit. I mean, I am more kind of on the more conservative side of things. Okay, if I'm a conservative, I'm more like an anti-MAGA. I'm an anti-MAGA conservative, but I'm a conservative that believes in I'm a conservative that still believes in healthcare should be a human right, education should be a human right, and I believe in universal unions and so forth. I'm not a conservative in the fucking American sense. Conservatives in this country are fucking borderline fascists. And that's not the fucking case. I think traditional conservatives are like fucking Patrick Henningsen. If I'm conservative, you already know me. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think I identify as at this point. Yeah. You, Me, Rhapsody, and I think 21st Century Wire is considered right-wing, but they call them far right. It's all fucking lies and smears. I mean, who do you think fucking calls them that? The same assholes that fucking smear the Gray Zone and Mint Press and other people. That fucking smear them and shit. Yeah, I mean, the DPRK, I don't really know. I mean, I'm still economically left, though. I think I am more socially conservative because, like I said, dude, I believe in, toughness on fucking, crime and corrupt, like the laws of the fucking DPRK and whatnot in Singapore and Vietnam and other places. So I think I would be conservative in that regard, but I'm still economically leftist, though, in a lot of ways. Although I do have some conservative views even in that regard. I believe in, tax cuts for low and middle income people, and we get called liberals every time we say something about MAGA. Right, exactly. yeah, I know. You gotta love it, right? Yeah, even though I'm fucking anti-liberal. Well, I mean, I hate liberalism because liberalism is Western bullshit. That's the reason why. I hate Western liberals. I'm not a liberal. I hate Western liberals. Western liberals are like fucking Reddit pieces of shit. And the conservatives in this country are fucking neocon pieces of shit, like the Bushes and Trump. MAGA is fucking neocons too, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but it fucking is. Cry about it. So, yeah. I mean, Lord of Edge is libertarian-ish, kind of, center-right, kind of like I am, and he loves the DPRK. So, he loves the DPRK. He actually said Pyongyang is one of the most beautiful cities. I don't know. He might have went there. I don't know. That conversation was a long time ago. It might have been on one of the streams that fucking YouTube shut down and banned around the world. I mean, I am more socially conservative, though. Like crime and everything. Like the DPRK. Well, the DPRK is strict on liquor. They don't fucking put up with anything. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying... That's why I love the DPRK, because maybe that... there probably are conservatives that look at that, they think, wow, they're super tough on... But I also like their I love Juche. I love their economic system. I mean, you guys know that. So I am economically left. I might call myself economically left with some conservative views. So that's what I would identify as. I don't know. George Galloway calls himself a conservative, socialist, and he's socialist economically, which I feel like I still technically am, kind of. Maybe I'm very similar to what George Galloway is, because George Galloway has a lot of views that are very similar to mine, too. I feel like I love George Galloway. George Galloway is awesome. I'm one of his biggest fans. George Galloway is one of my favorite commentators. He's awesome. Do you want to go? Should I go down a list of all my favorite all my favorite news commentators and my favorite commentators? Okay, I can list them. The Gray Zone, Mint Press News, Richard Medhurst, George Galloway, Danny Haiphong, Ben Norton, Geopolitical Economy Report, formerly known as Multipolarista. Lee Camp, definitely, Lee Camp. Eleanor Goldfield, well, she's Lee Camp's wife. Chris Hedges, love Chris Hedges, he's good, he's very good. Abby Martin, very good too. Katie Halper's very good too, she's very good. The folks at the Gray Zone and Men Press, Max Blumenthal, Aaron Mate, Wyatt Reed, Alex Rubenstein, Menarod Lee, Greg Stoker, you know, all the folks over there. I miss Lee Camp over at Men Press. What are my others? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Margaret Kimberly, I like her, big fan of hers. Obviously Flame of Liberation, because he's a homie of mine on here. I love Alex Suarez, my other comrade, who I had on the show last night. Who else? Oh, how could I forget? 21st Century Wire, Patrick Henningston. UK column. Oh, how can I forget the other ones? Vanessa Beeley. She's probably my favorite, number one. Vanessa Beeley. Fiorella Isabel. Big fan of them. Eva Bartlett. I miss her on YouTube. I wish she was still on YouTube, but I understand. Fucking censorship and shit. Not on YouTube, but globalresearch.ca, also one of my favorites. Yeah, I think that's about the numbers, just about. Obviously, Jimmy Dore. I like Jimmy Dore on occasions. Sometimes Jimmy Dore I can agree with on almost all the things he says. Jimmy Dore can be good, but then there are times, sometimes he irks me on some things. Sometimes he kind of goes to the other side sometimes, and I'm like, okay, dude. Sometimes Jimmy Dore says things that I 100% agree with, then there's other times I'm like, all right, dude, I'm not with you on that one. I don't know, that's kind of how I am with Candace Owens. She's good on some things. She's very good on the Zionist entity and the fucking Ukraine proxy war. But mixed bag. Candace Owens, mixed bag. Tucker Carlson, mixed bag. It just varies. It depends on what the topic or subject they're talking about. Kind of like with Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is great. He's very funny. I do find him very funny. Then there are two actual justice warrior is beat. I think he's a very intelligent man. But when it comes to politics, I think he's terrible at politics, but you know, he probably would say the same thing about me too. I'd be a friend of his. I'd hang out with him and I'd talk with him and talk about the things. I wouldn't, get into petty ass arguments with him, but he'd be a friend. He would be a friend. But don't think he's very good at politics. I don't know. But is that me? Because I feel like I can be a mixed bag at times too. Am I a mixed bag too? I might be a mixed bag, but I am consistent with what I view. Sometimes I feel like Jimmy Dore can be inconsistent sometimes. But other than that, I do like him. I'm not against him. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I would be friends. I wouldn't. Well, bro, Corrado, you're friends with me, and look at some of the things we differ on. That friendships don't change those things, I want to move this up a little bit. I feel like I'm kind of too far away from the phone. Don't fuck the stream up. I almost clicked on my fucking home screen, and I almost felt like it was gonna fuck up the stream. Hopefully it doesn't do it. You guys can still hear me, right? Testing. Can everyone hear me? Hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, this is the episode. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, no, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. If I'm not going to fucking work, I'm fucking dead ass asleep. Bro, on my days off, I fucking sleep, and I sleep like a fucking sloth. Right? I know, right? Imagine being him. Oh, we would really get into it. Oof. Okay, bro, that comment made me laugh like fucking crazy. Oh, man. No. He'd be fucking... Oh. Excuse me. Oh, there I go again. Excuse me. Well, Sean is this big criminal justice guy, and he talks about crime, and he thinks being tough on crime and whatnot, which actually I agree with. But the thing is like he's selective when it comes to some things. He's a very intelligent guy. I'm never gonna take that away from him. He's a very intelligent man. I'm never gonna take that from him. Sticks, X, and Hammer, I can't listen to. I cannot stand him anymore. See, there might be some things that some people are great on that I will watch them and respect them on, but I could agree with none of their politics. Sticks doesn't do that. Sticks is just lazy. All Sticks talks about is he just fucking blows Trump and thinks Trump is like the fucking... Never criticizes Trump for anything. He just thinks Trump is great no matter what. He thinks Trump is right about everything and snips his ass. And the liberals, the left, is everybody's a bunch of communists, blah, blah, fucking blah. He's lazy. It's just he's just... He used to be kind of good back in the day, but he is lazy. You're not missing anything with Sticks. Sticks has plummeted in quality over the past year. He's been lazy on it. He's one of these fucking libertarians that fucking act like just fucking Trump's right about fucking everything, and then his fucking... It's like Tim Pool. I can't stand Tim Pool. Tim Pool is another one. He's just lazy. He's a grifter. Tim Pool is a fucking grifter. Tim Pool is lazy and he's a grifter, and Tim Pool just goes with what the wind tells him to. Tim Pool is all over the fucking... But Tim Pool just goes with the fucking wind. He's lazy. I don't like him whatsoever. Tim Pool is lazy. Sticks is lazy. Can't fucking stand him. The difference is with Sean, if Sean didn't talk about that stuff, I don't think I'd like him. But the fact is, at least Sean talks about other things, and he can be entertaining and funny. Sticks isn't even entertaining. Sticks is a fucking bore fest now. He's boring. He's unoriginal. All he does is just fucking Trump. It's just nothing but Trump defense. Just like with fucking Tim Pool, it's nothing but just Trump defense no matter what. I'm an apolitical independent minority. Yeah, I understand that. What's up, Peace Boy John? I'm still kind of a leftist economically, but I'm kind of lean more on the conservative side. So I'm probably like a conservative, something kind of like socially conservative, but economically, I lean economically left, but I still have some positions that are a little different than others on that area. I'm kind of like what George Galloway. I'm like kind of like a left of like George Galloway is. So I probably lean towards him. I'm not saying that I view exactly what he says, but probably be the closest that I probably would identify as. Well, yeah, I mean, I am too. Except when it comes to, remember the topic I was talking about before? I thought Tim Pool was kind of pretty good, but I feel like Timmy has really gotten used to Trump's dick. Yeah, exactly. That just like Sticks. That's my problem with Sticks nowadays. Sean can be that way too on occasion, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to really like defend politicians though. That's the thing. He is more a right winger, obviously, but yeah, it's whatever. Now this is one guy that does really like Trump. Trump was never doing well. Trump was never good, bro. I hate to bust your balls. But he's not good on anything. I said bust your balls. Oh my God, dude. See, bro, I feel like my northern accent is increasing the older I get. Hey, I'm from the fucking Commonwealth. I'm from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That's how we talk. No, he doesn't defend Israel per se, but he goes too much into the fucking Hamas bad shit, which is annoying. Mamdini does that sometimes, but I understand I kind of feel like he has to do that because I feel like if he didn't, he wouldn't get elected. Trump is shit the first time, but this time around, he's horrible. This time around, he is horrible. He is just fucking completely destroying this country. Beef is up to like a fucking average of $12 a fucking pound now because of the retarded idiots fucking tariffs on Canada, China, and Vietnam and Brazil and other places. Inflation is still at fucking Joe Biden levels. We still got fucking Joe Biden era levels of fucking inflation, which Trump has only made worse and not better. The fucking $10 worth of fucking beef is gonna be like what? Like at this point, a burger this fucking size is gonna be $15 at some point. He's a fucking clown, dude. Exactly, Corrado. I 100% endorse what you just said. Well, of course, inflation is the regressive taxes. Inflation is a tax. Inflation is a regressive tax. Just like Trump's tariffs are, and just like the Democrats' taxes are. Trump's tariffs are no different than the Democrats' taxes. I don't care what you fucking say. If you think otherwise, you're not a serious person and you're not paying attention. That's just not an opinion. That's a fucking fact. No different than Maura Healey's 30 taxes and 30 regressive taxes that hurt people at the lowest end of the income scale here. 33 taxes in total, which hurt the poorest of 30 of them are regressive. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I fucking called it. In the beginning, I used to fucking kind of laugh at Trump and just think, I laughed at him before thinking he was just a joke and whatnot, but it was funny at one point, but it's not fucking funny anymore. When you see how fucking badly, like, the whole country is just getting just so fucking, just how fucking badly he's just taking this country fucking so far backwards. It's just, it's not even a joke anymore. It's a fucking catastrophe. 100%. But of course, Maura Healey on the state level is just as bad as he is. I don't care. Look, I'm sure 90% of the people that agree with me on Maura Healey are all fucking Trump people, and that's fine. I respect that. I don't care. Look, I want to get people on my side, even if they're fucking Trump people. But guess what? We have to do that to take Maura Healey down, because we don't need 4 more years of this, because it's fucking horrible. You don't mind if the Democrats say, no, actually I do. Look at how critical I am of them. Look at how critical I am of my own fucking governor. I hate my governor. My governor sucks. She's the worst in fucking history. The Colombian government? No, bro, that's not right. Wait. Are you talking about the District of Columbia? Because it sounds like you spelled, if you're talking about the country, the president of Colombia is a very good leader. I have to disagree with you. Unless you're talking about Washington, D.C. Unless you're talking about D.C., the fucking mayor or something. The District of Columbia. If you're saying about that, then I agree. But if you're talking about Colombia, the country, I don't agree. The Colombian leader is great. The Colombian leader has put fucking Trump in his place. Oh, you're talking about D.C. Okay, that's what I expected. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I 100% agree with that. I'm talking about no king for WWE somehow related to the Democratic Party. Well, yeah, it kind of was. Sabby Sabs did a great. Oh yeah, that's another commentator I'm a big fan of. Sabby Sabs. I love Sabby. She's awesome. I watch her when I can, pretty frequently. The country Colombia. But Colombia, the country is spelled Colombia. No, not the country. If you're talking about Colombia, like the District of Columbia, bro, it's the fucking seat of the fucking U.S. government, which is a giant fucking terrorist organization, the biggest terrorist organization filled with fucking warmongers and corrupt politicians on fucking planet Earth. Yeah, well, you know the old saying, right? Actions speak louder than words. Well, okay, I am going to say this, though. A lot of Democrats were a part of that fucking thing, and they just act like Democrats. But no, you want to fucking No Kings protest, you got to criticize not just Trump, and you can criticize him, too, on Upper, because he's been fucking horrible. That's fine, bro. You know, you're learning still. You know, you can learn from me on that type of stuff. I'll be here to fucking educate you. I'm here to, okay, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not going to make that joke. YouTube would fucking ban me for that joke. I am not going to make that joke. It's a joke I'm not going to make. If you want to know what my joke is, you can fucking, it's kind of one of those, I'm not going to fucking say it. I'm not going to, no. Not on fucking fascist tube, I'm not, because they would fucking censor me. $12.35. Damn. It's already $12.35 and I still got people that watch me. Like I said, bro, I swear, how is it that like in the middle of the night I get more people on my streams than I do earlier in the evening? It's fucking weird. You got a lot to learn, whether it's the countries, the history, as well as political science. I just consider getting everybody to say, bro, don't worry about that stuff. You're fine. In this community, you're safe. I'm not going to attack you for anything. I'm not going to attack my friends and my homies. Ha! You got a lot to learn. That was Judge Millian saying to the fucking lawyer who said, that's your opinion. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer. I don't want to be good because you don't have it. Oh, that was fucking funny. Don't ever say that's your opinion to Judge Millian, Judge Marilyn Millian of the People's Court. Never. That's your opinion. Oh my God, I could watch that clip over and over and over again, and it will never stop being funny. Just like there's one other clip I could watch over and over and over again. I could watch Operation Repo, Sonya fucking screaming at people over and over again. Oh my God, I love Operation Repo. That show is so fucking funny. The one where they were fucking repoing the car and the fucking wife was yelling or something, and then Sonya's like, would you shut the fuck up already? Well, you could tell, but she was bleeped, but you could tell that she said, shut the fuck up. She's like, would you shut the fuck up already, man? Why don't you just get out of my face and I'll leave the keys right now? I don't like getting that upset all the time, but if my brother doesn't get someone to just to deal with these people, I feel like I'm turning into Matt. I swear to God, Sonya is my fucking spirit animal. You know why? Sonya Pizarro, may she rest in peace. Sonya from Operation Repo, may she rest in peace. Sonya was like me. Sonya, she took no bullshit. Sonya took no bullshit. I swear to God, I feel like I'm like her. I swear to God, I feel like I'm like Sonya. I swear to God, I'm like Sonya Pizarro. I don't take no shit. I take no shit. Would you shut the fuck up? And the one with the therapist, they were getting the fucking therapy group for Operation Repo, and the fucking therapist was there to watch Sonya repoing the car with the Oh my God, I miss Operation Repo, that show. But I'm kind of glad they ended. I'm glad they ended on a good note, because if they kept going, they probably would have went downhill after a while. I'm glad they watched. I mean, it's just like, Sonya, deep breaths. And Sonya's like, yes! I'm Sonya. I don't care. If you want, go watch Operation Repo. Go watch 3 episodes of Operation Repo. Type in Operation Repo. There's full episodes out there. There's full episodes of Operation Repo. Look it up. I'm like Sonya. I'm like Sonya on this fucking channel. You know who else I'm like? I'm also like Steve Wilkos. We don't take no shit. Sonya took no shit. Sonya was about business, and she took no shit from anybody. May Sonya rest in peace. It is sad she died a couple years ago, but may she rest in peace. Carlos, the other guy who was on the later seasons, he died too, but he was so young, though. Carlos and Sonya both, unfortunately. That's sad. Especially Carlos. Carlos was young. But yeah. I mean, I say that all the time. I think Trump is a wannabe fucking cult leader, tyrant, piece of shit. He's scum. I don't know. Sonya definitely was my favorite on Operation Repo. I mean, I loved everybody on that show. Although, you know, there were some that obviously had flaws. Linda was kind of like the brat of the show, but I think that was just her character. The show was based on okay, I mean, obviously there were things they recreated, obviously, but it was based on the real based on real events, but obviously, they recreated things that happened, but based on real things that happened, of course. I don't know. It was funny as fuck. It was my favorite show in high school. High school, middle school. I came across that show probably when I was like 12 years old. It was on like 7 years. 2008, I think it started until 2014. 2010. I think I started watching it in 2010. I like Sonya. It ain't no joke if you don't pay that note. Also, the intro theme is really, really catchy. It ain't no joke if you don't pay that note. I would be like Sonya. I feel like Corrado would be like Froy. Froy is more of like the calm. He's the calm guy. Saber would be like? Saber would be like Matt. Matt like fucking I feel like I'm like Matt too in a way, but funny enough, Matt follows me on fucking Instagram. I'm not even kidding. Matt Birch from Operation Repo follows me on Instagram. I'm not even kidding. He follows me on Instagram. I don't know. I guess he might know that I'm Operation Repo's biggest fan. They should have hired me for that show, but I obviously wasn't old enough. I was a teenager at the time. I was a teenager all throughout the years. That show is my favorite. If he wants to be a god, he may as well. Yeah, well, he's not a god. He's a scumfuck. I'll go for about 10 more minutes, then I'm going to call it a night. No, that show is so funny. I recommend you guys look it up and watch it. It is so funny. It's my favorite show of all time. It's at least one of them, anyways. It might be my favorite show of all time. I think it actually would be. Well, actually, then of course, Tribunal Justice is my other favorite. I love that show. Obviously, Judge Judy is my other favorite. Don't insult ants like that. Ants actually contribute a lot of things to the colonies. Don't insult the ants. Because if you're insulting the ants, you're insulting the bug's life. You're insulting the bug's life. Oh my God. The Bug's Life was my fucking childhood. I watched The Bug's Life as a kid. Oh my God. I imagine a lot of my fans in here are like in the early 20s or late 20s like I am. I imagine you guys obviously would know The Bug's Life. Oh my God. The Bug's Life is my childhood. The Bug's Life, Monsters Incorporated was love that movie. That was such a good movie. Oh yeah, of course, how can I forget? A Goofy movie. That's my number one favorite movie. Number one favorite movie is a Goofy movie, and then of course second I think would be Monsters Inc. Bug's Life, yeah, they're probably tied, I would say. I like the first couple Toy Stories. I don't remember Toy Story all that much. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just don't remember Toy Story that much. Oh yeah, on Tribunal Justice, I feel like I'm like Adam Levy, who's Judge Judy's son. Funny enough, Steven actually says I'm like Adam Levy, because Adam Levy is fucking, he'll get people wicked. I love Judge Adam Levy. He is awesome. He's fucking awesome. Oh, you want to know what's funny? I watched an episode of Tribunal Justice way back in the day, and apparently there was this guy that was suing, I guess because he went to the fucking Ukraine, and I guess he was trying to pick up women for some TV show, and they're suing over a breach of contract or something. And Adam Levy was saying, do you know what happens to women in the Ukraine? And he was like, he was saying some stuff about what Russia did. And you know me, guys, I'm fucking pro-Kremlin, obviously. But, and I remember he was saying that, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, not with the judge on this one, but I'm like, I'd be like, Your Honor, I respectfully disagree. And then he probably would call me a Russian puppet. I don't fucking know. No, I'm probably not. I'll be like, but Judge, I actually love your show. But Your Honor, I actually love your show. Oh, I'm sure they would look at me like that, but if I ever was to sue somebody, if I was to ever sue, I probably would go on Tribunal Justice. I probably would. Because I love Judge Tanya Rocker and Patricia Domingo, and I love how they're on there with them, and Hot Bench. Hot Bench has totally different judges now, but I still like it. It's still a good show. I still think it's a great show, though. It's better than those other fucking phony ass shows. I don't know why Judge Million is a part of like one of those like recreated Judge thing. I don't like it. It's not the same. It doesn't feel the same. It's not real. Okay? Have like real people that are presenting over real cases. I don't like shit that's fucking staged. I don't know. I don't like that stuff. I don't feel like it's real. I know it's not real. That's kind of why I don't like that type of stuff. I wish Judge Million continued with the People's Court. I don't know why they fucking got rid of it. And Judge Mathis too. I don't know why. Yeah, A Bug's Life, right? A Bug's Life was so good. Yeah, Judge Adam Levy was saying something about Ukraine that I totally disagree with. But again, does that mean I'm not going to ever watch it because I disagree with something that he said? Do you know that Lou is the guy who was a part of Operation Repo, Lou Pizarro? He was saying something pro-Ukraine on fucking X a long time ago. Like, am I not going to watch Operation Repo again because of that? No. I'm like, bro, I don't let that stuff affect my views. That people aren't going to think like, bro, I don't expect people to think how I think. Now, again, I also Judge Judy. Who's a bigger fan of Judge Judith Sheindlin than I am? And no one loves her more than I love Judge Judy. I'm like her biggest fan in the world. But she said some things I disagree with. Like I disagree with her on like Venezuela and whatnot. Because she said socialism is like a map of Venezuela. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, ooh, that's one of the rare things I don't agree with Judge Judy on. Yeah, like Hopper, yeah. Well, just like with Judge Adam Levy, I didn't agree with his comment on Ukraine. I obviously didn't agree with him on that. He was like, oh, yeah, Russia. I'm like, yeah, I'm not with you on that one, but. Also, if you got Amazon Prime, check out Tribunal Justice. Check it out. It's such a good show. That and Judy Justice. If you got Amazon Prime, watch that. Those are good shows. Now we're just talking about shows. And Zach's favorite. We're talking about my life and my favorite stuff that I watch. Like, what do I watch on my spare time? Also, my other favorite show is Law and Order SVU. That's my other favorite show I like. SVU is also one of my favorites. But it's not the same without Elliot Stabler. I love him. I'd probably be like him, taking down scumbags, like fucking pedos. I'd be taking them fucking down. Doesn't that sound familiar? What, you comparing fucking the grasshoppers to fucking dump? Remember when I said, hey, it's a fucking dump? It's a fucking dump. Remember I said that about fucking, what did I say? Oh yeah, I think I said that about fucking Burnt. Oh, I fucking hate that show. Dumping some corrupted, but yeah, I like fucking Musk and other scumbags. See, if you had the fucking, if you had a tax on the billionaires, I would have no problem with that. In fact, I agree with that 100%. I agree with taxing the wealthy. Of course I do. But you got to be responsible. I mean, if you want to do it, you got to be responsible. You want to work on this, but you can't be an idiot. Just like Rick on Pawn Stars said, you can't be an idiot. I like Pawn Stars. That's a good show. Even though they're staunch Trump supporters. Rick and Corey and all them, they're all pro-Trump, and that's fine. I don't care. I kind of expect it to be anyway. They're wealthy people. A lot of wealthy people like Trump. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. What can you do? I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, they're going to bunch and subscribe. No, that's not what I'm about. I'm going to watch stuff to be entertained. Besides, I'm sure Rick and Corey and all them on Pawn Stars, they seem like cool guys. I would definitely get along with them. I loved Hardcore Pawn on fucking True TV. That show was hilarious. I'm a sucker for those types of shows. Operation Repo, Hardcore Pawn. I loved all the fucking All Worked Up, all the shows on True TV back in the day. Impractical Jokers was a good show, but they need to fucking, it's not the same anymore. They need to fucking, it's just without fucking Joe. They gotta end that. But I liked Impractical Jokers. That show was really funny. But it's not the same without the other guy. It's not the same without. Got a lot of people in here. So you guys got anything else? We're probably going to wrap it up in a couple of minutes. You guys got anything else you'd like to ask me? I don't know where Rhodes has been. Rhodes hasn't been here the past dude. I don't know. He's probably busy. He might be back next week. I understand. Some people get busy. Sometimes they can't make it to some streams, and I totally get it. Well, I hope Rhodes is doing all right. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's probably just busy with real life things. Whereas with me, I'm not really busy on my days off. I always find time to do streams some way or another. There might be an extremely rare occasion where I might not be able to, but most of the time I'm able to, so. On my spare time, I watch, well, obviously I play video games. I play on my Nintendo Switch. PC games I play. Sometimes I play, it depends, different things. I like to walk. I like to take walks. I love nature. I like walking. I like traveling. I like doing stuff. Obviously, I like doing streams. It's a hobby too, obviously, the art and everything else. Yeah, that's ridiculous. If being poor can lead you to being smart, what about rich? Yeah, but a lot of those fucking rich people ain't fucking smart. They only got fucking rich, filthy, stinking, disgustingly rich because they fucking exploited the America's capitalist system. That's the only way they got fucking rich. They got rich by not paying a fucking cent in taxes and whatnot. They only got away with it by fucking paying nothing in taxes. Well, if the rich shouldn't pay taxes, well, then I shouldn't pay taxes. How's that sound? That's why I think the income tax shouldn't exist, because, the poor shouldn't. I don't think anyone should pay income taxes. Okay, I would say there should be an income tax up until, if you're low middle income like I am, you shouldn't have to pay anything. But if you're obviously if you make more than if you're then yeah, maybe. But other than that, no. I just think having a sales tax is way more fair. Now, here again, I love, you know me, you know how I feel about New Hampshire. I love their system. I love, Kelly, the governor, I think they're all doing great. I know their model is no income, no sales tax. That's a great thing. They built a great model for themselves. It's a good system. That's why they're probably one of the few places in the country that's actually halfway decent. They're one of the few places in the country that's actually halfway fucking decent. But the tax I would hit head on is the fucking income tax. And if I was governor of Massachusetts, like I was talking about, I would work with Kim. I'm sure she would love to work with me over fucking. And then my mom jokingly said, well, of course she'd like you. You're her biggest fan. And I'm like, ha, I know, right? I know. I'm her fucking biggest fan. I know. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Well, I can like somebody but not agree with them on everything, There's some things I don't, some foreign policy positions I don't agree with her on, but other than that, I think she's pretty good. She is good. She is very good. She's continuing on the Chris Sununu path that was excellent. Maura Healey could have continued on the Charlie Baker path. Baker was a wonderful governor. He was one of the best governors we've ever had. He was awesome. How the fuck did that happen? We had a $5 billion surplus, and then it might have been more than that. It might have been something like $6 or $7 billion. And then all of a sudden, we now end up in a deficit. Why? Maura Healey's taxes, mismanagement, fees, and all this other bullshit. Raiding the $1 billion out of the environmental trust funds and, money for sanctuary bullshit and all that other dog shit. So that's how it happened. Okay, since it's 12:54, I'll go till 1, but I'm going to call it a night after that. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They don't care. No, people like that don't care. So yeah, no, I would definitely do that. And if I was governor, I would be aligned with Kelly. I'd get along with her. I'd be friends with her and everything else. I'd get along with her. I'd work with governors all around the country to get shit done. And not only that, I would get along with them. I'm not gonna fucking be like Maura Healey and fucking piss off our neighbors and shit, which is what she's done, and turn our state into a total embarrassment. And she fucking makes me embarrassed to be from this fucking state because she's such a joke and an incompetent embarrassment. No, Kelly's a real woman. Maura Healey is a disgrace to women. Kelly's a real woman, and I would picture imagine Kelly versus Maura. Kelly would fucking whoop Maura's ass in a fucking debate. Imagine those two in a debate. Oh, or in a fucking cage match. That would be, oh my god. Kelly would fucking whoop Maura's ass. Oh, Kelly would fucking tear Maura's ass a new one. My mom said that. My mom's like, well, yeah, you would go on because you're her biggest fan. I mean, yeah, I probably am. I would say so. I'm definitely a fan of her. I know that much. I know that's not popular with some sectors of my audience, but so what? I don't care. I'm not gonna be here to I don't go along to get along. I'm not gonna say everything that you expect me to. If you think that if you want to hear your opinions that you agree with no matter what, well, that's not reality. That's not based on reality or human nature, because you're not going to agree with someone on fucking everything. You're not going to agree with someone on everything. So if you want a channel that parrots everything that you claim to stand for, well, you can agree with someone on 99.99999% of stuff, but you disagree on 0.0001% of things. So what? Like Flame of Liberation and I are we're close allies. We're homies. We get along great. But we have things we don't agree on, and look at how close we are. Look at how close we are. All right, what'd you say, Karina? But again, not everybody's going to agree on everything. That's not human nature. You're not going to agree with someone on everything. That's not human nature. And if you think that is, well, that's not reality. It's like you saying it's all about explaining the wealth of personal gain rather than managing for themselves. But oh wait, I'm sorry, they don't care. They don't care. They want to care. That's very common in them. Yeah, you're right. They don't care. That's the thing. They don't care. They're fucking parasites. I still want to keep my Monday, generally speaking, because there are a lot of Tuesdays that I do go out with my friends and stuff, especially Ryan, my best friend. So obviously I'm going to stream later, but Monday usually I'm always home relaxing after my first day off from work, obviously. So, all right. Do you guys got any other questions to ask me before I call it a night for tonight? This is a very good episode. I'm glad we got to do it. I would eat a sandwich like Shaggy. Well, I hope Rhodes comes back. I'm sure he will. He's probably just busy with stuff. Anything else you guys want to ask me about? I just want to say, that was fucking hilarious earlier. How Correa was like, imagine you and Sean debating the TV. Oh my god, that had to be one of the funniest. Someone should make an AI of Trump's shit in the toilet while in the White House. I've seen some AIs of Trump being led away in fucking handcuffs and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's too real. That makes me depressed. Not to make me depressed because of it. It's like, but I wish it was real. That's the thing. I wish it was real. If only. Maybe someday. You never know. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe someday. Oh, I'm also getting ready to want to go to sleep. 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, guys. I think it's time for me to head off now, so I'm gonna get going at 1 o'clock. So now, all right, I'm gonna get going for tonight, everybody. But I'm glad that I got to do these past couple streams. It was a great episode tonight. Past 2 streams. I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. I want to thank no, just no. All right, I want to thank Corrado, and Saber, Nick, and Peace Boy John, and everyone else for stopping by tonight. Love you guys. Guys are awesome. I'll be back next week with my next stream and more stuff in the works, so stay tuned for more. Have yourselves a good rest of your night, everybody. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking, take care of yourselves and all of each other, and I'll catch you comrades in the next one, which will be on Monday on my next stream, and more stuff coming in the works soon. So I'll do these streams like, you know, sometimes at night if I've got other things going on, but I'm always going to find a way to stream one way or another. Always here, not going anywhere. Always going to be here. Always going to be here to support you guys. Always going to be here to speak my mind, and always going to be here. We're here to build the community, and always going to be here. Always, everybody. So, all right, everybody, have yourselves a good rest of your night and a good rest of your week. I'll be back on Monday with my next stream and more stuff coming up soon. Until then, you keep your eyes on the community tabs for any updates or new information and videos and other stuff in the works. Until then, have a good night, everybody. All right. Thanks, Corrado and everyone else. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. Until then, Zach the Songs Guy signing off. See you all next time. Good night and so.